Hello, it's Health Coach Gayle, and I am here to talk to you about the connection between food and our moods. I'm so happy that you are making the time to explore this topic with me and discover that with energy and up-leveled self-care, our health really can soar. So let's dive right into this topic. Food really is a form of medicine, or it can actually be the opposite, depending on how we're choosing. I want to share 8 tips with you about ways to support your mood through food in a really simple way. So, the first one is to focus on a plant centric diet. And if you aim for at least half of your plate being plants, um, and a simple way to think about this perhaps is if the food was made in a plant, as in a factory, down. If it was made by a plant, yes. If you need any help migrating to a plant centric diet, reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you. I've been a plant centric eater for, more than 2 decades now. I like to say to people that I was eating a vegetarian focused diet before it was even trendy. Second tip, mind the caffeine. We can often turn to caffeine for energy, but if we focus on whole foods and adequate rest, then that is the best natural energy source. So is being outside and breathing fresh air. But when we get there, when we focus on the pillars of whole health, it is and get things in balance for ourselves, that is the best energy source of all. And of course, sometimes life throws curves to us and things get out of balance and we might need a caffeine boost. But when we can really be up leveling our self-care, we can not rely on caffeine as an energy source. When we focus on healthy fats, that is a really positive way to have positive moods, and avoiding unhealthy fats like trans fats, especially, but healthy fats, the omega 3s, which are found in particular kinds of fish like salmon, but there are a lot of plant based healthy fat sources like flax and chia, but walnuts, for example. I, in particular, always have on rotation in my refrigerator chia and flax and hemps, and have one of those every day, either in a smoothie or in cereal or in some other form. And I just keep them rotating. So there are lots of ways to get healthy fats in your diet. Tip number 4, feed a healthy gut flora. And this is done through eating a whole foods focused diet, minimizing the processed convenience foods, but also by eating fermented food. And there are a lot of different forms, but the easiest one that I know of and that I eat on the regular is probiotics, live fermented food sources through yogurt. And there are other sources as well, like sauerkraut, kefir. Tempeh is a good one. But having that regularly in your diet is a really good way to maintain healthy gut flora. And this is a good gut bacteria is a key source of healthy immune function. Increasing fiber. We know that a very small percentage of Americans get enough daily fiber. The recommend is about 35 grams a day if that's something that you're tracking. But this is our greatest source of fiber is fruits and vegetables, and aiming for 5 a day, at least 3 servings of vegetables and 2 servings of fruit. And it's kind of ironic because we tend to be a protein obsessed culture, and about 97% of Americans get plenty of protein without even trying. If we flip that around and make it a fiber focus, our health is going to soar. Minimizing food triggers is another way to support your mood through food. And by food triggers, I'm talking about sensitivities that you might have. And of course, this is totally individualized, but knowing what that is or might be for you is important. And you can figure that out if you do think you have a food sensitivity through elimination diet. And that's beyond the scope of this conversation, but just being aware of that. Tip number 7, considering a 12-hour eating window. And while I don't encourage people ever to look to diets for losing weight, I do, or eating by the clock. I believe in trusting your body to tell you when to eat and when to stop eating. I do recommend that a 12-hour eating window is a good practice because it helps us cut off late night eating, which is a really common problem for people, a challenge that people face because at the end of the day, often we're turning to food for comfort and stress relief. But if we say, okay, I'm going to stop eating at, say, 7 o'clock and wait to have my breakfast after 7, it gives our digestive system a break. But it also allows us to not go to bed with a full stomach. And we don't need calories towards the end of the day. It's usually when we're least active. So, we're not going to have a full stomach at night and we're digesting, and that can really be a sleep disruptor. So if we say no food between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m., there are a lot of benefits to that and can help us maintain a healthy weight and have better mood, better sleep, which is a great way to have better moods. So tip number 8, our final one, is listening to and trusting your body. Our bodies are so wise and are designed so well to support us in our good health. So I always encourage you to listen to and trust your body to guide you, whether it's hunger or other things. It's when we don't listen to our bodies that we usually get in trouble. So I hope those 8 tips help you to be better regulated. And if there's just one overall axiom that I believe is helpful in making healthy food choices, to understand that you are what you eat. So try not to be fast, easy, or fake. Choose whole foods and shop the perimeter of their grocery, because that's usually where those live foods are. The things that are in boxes and cans and the frozen aisle generally are filled with preservatives and fake ingredients. So look for the things that are very perishable and come from the earth. And one last thing, I will just point out that the foods that we tend to turn to for comfort are often the same ones that lead to the negative moods. And the foods with unhealthy fats, particularly trans fats, the foods that are loaded with added sugars and white flours, the ones that light up our brains and taste buds, are the ones that tend to be mood disruptors. And we crave them because they trigger an opioid-like reaction in our brains. They are addictive to our taste buds. So if we can move away from those and minimize them in our diets, we are going to feel so much better. So if you need help with that, please reach out to me. I'd love to have a conversation with you about how to do that. I help people through accountability and support with the pillars of whole health: mindset, our most powerful tool; whole food choices; getting and staying more physically active; and being better proactive manager of our stress responses. And I believe that together, through positive accountability, encouragement, and support, we can live healthier, more active, and happier lives. Take good care of you. I'm Health Coach Gayle of Y Powered Health Coaching. Bye now.